This is your 6 Sports Report.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Larissa Liska here in Arlington at AT&T Stadium, just over 12 hours away from the UIL 2A Division I State Championship, where Calallen made history. They became the first softball team from the city of Corpus Christi to bring home the title. From winning one game in 1981 to going 9-2 in 1982, more and more fans packed the stands here at Greyhound Stadium. Both Bulldogs teams rely on their quarterbacks. Three Rivers junior Caden Solis leads a well-balanced attack. And over in Banquetti, senior quarterback Joseph Rydell also leads a very versatile offense. The Sinton Pirates have a lot of pitching depth. They return 4 of their 5 starters, including Jaquay Stewart, Blake Mitchell, Braden Brown, and Aiden Moody. But one of the keys to watch is the defensive backs at Rockport Fulton and the wide receivers like Lonnie Atkinson at Miller. Bobcats train and dream of the day when they're able to burst out of the tunnel and flex for high school football game day. Veterans Memorial returns a lot of players on the defensive side of the ball, including 4 starters on the defensive line.
Gets the pass now to tip off our coverage. Larissa, are you ready?
Pat, I am ready to go, and let me tell you what, they are out of the blue shirts. I got mine this morning. We're ready for the Islanders game. As you can tell, the players have arrived literally a minute ago. The meet and greet officially started at 4:30 p.m. here at Whataburger by the Bay. So many fans of all ages are here. Pretty excited about the big win, right? Yeah! That's right, but it wouldn't be without an entire team effort. Y'all bounced back, y'all hung on in the second quarter. Y'all's 5th win of the season. Again, y'all went 0-10 last season. This is the first time since 2016 that y'all have 5 wins, and y'all aren't even done with the season yet. At the end of the day, after a nice dip in the pool, Sammy likes to enjoy the game right here from the outfield. Thank you so much, Sammy. That was so much fun.
Dunking and jumping, like just jumping in the air and just flying in the air, putting the ball in the hoop, jumping over a really tall bar is like, I don't know what it is about it. It just gets me like, yeah, like I just did that.
Bradford Jennings has been jumping for greater heights since 6th grade, but he hit a rough spot his freshman, sophomore, and beginning of his junior season. BJ battled back last year, finishing 7th at the UIL 5A state meet.
Even then I knew I could do better, but I had to put in the work over the summer. I came back, and then first day of practice, I jumped 6'8", and I was like, yeah, this is the year.
Since then, the 6'6" senior has high jumped a personal best 6 feet 10 inches multiple times this season, the 5th best mark in UIL 5A.
To see my son shine the way he is right now, I think about the fact that his mother has a lot to do with it. His mother has a lot to do with it because if she was here right now, she would be his biggest fan. 2
years ago, in October 2021, the Jennings family lost a wife and mother, Dakariah Jennings. The 13-year Navy veteran died from a pulmonary aneurysm in the brain.
When she passed away, though, it was like, it lit a fire under me. I was like, put all these negative emotions, grief, put it into what you love and what you do best, and just show out for your family, make them proud.
Jennings jumps for his family, and as he prepares for his 2nd trip to state.
Just thinking about like what would make her happy and what would make her smile like that. So 7 foot in the wind, put on a performance, put on a show before I leave.
There's an adrenaline rush that I receive from riding and running at a high tempo. Apart from the competitive running that I was doing in college, I was still in the off season competing in triathlons and bicycle riding, bicycle racing. So I've always had a love for all 3.
Gonzalez dedicated miles to training, staying on track, and finally qualifying for Team USA in the Duathlon World Championships in Spain. He finished in the top 15 in his age group, 50 to 59 years old, to advance.
Oh, I'm very proud. I'm very proud to represent Team USA, but it was very competitive. I was very intimidated, but I just, ran as hard as I could, cycled as hard as I could, and When it was all over, eventually the results were posted, and I was very impressed and surprised and pleased to see my name at, as making the team.
Like most athletes, Gonzalez had obstacles to overcome. But on July 14th, 1992, Gonzalez went from being ranked the third best duathlete in Texas to almost losing his life. He was cycling down Ocean Drive when a truck hit him from behind. Gonzalez suffered a broken back, dislocated shoulder, collapsed lungs, broken jaw, concussion, and several teeth knocked out.
It was a very, trying time for me. It put me out for about 1.5 years of recovery, and fortunately I was wearing my helmet. I never never ride my bike without a helmet. I was fortunate that I continue to have the passion to continue to pursue the sport once I recovered, and I slowly started running again and cycling again, and eventually I just started to pursue the sport at the high level that I did prior to my serious accident.
Gonzalez's first competition back was in College Station, and the duathlon community happily welcomed him back.
As an honor, he said, I'm going to give you Orlando #1. I want you to wear #1 as you're welcome back. And so he gave me the race #1. And I had already been training quite well.
While some of his friends gave up the sport because of the incident, Gonzalez refused to let fear stop him. Running and cycling is his passion.
I managed to place first overall in the duathlon in College Station, and to a shock to everybody, and that was my way back. And I knew that, hey, I was going to be okay, and little by little I just kept pursuing it and training and racing, and that's where I'm at today.
Hey everyone, I'm here at the Texas State Aquarium, and with the Super Bowl coming up, I really needed some help because I couldn't decide between the Philadelphia Eagles and Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, both quarterbacks are Texas natives, so I just couldn't make up my mind, especially with the Cowboys not in it. So I came out to Dolphin Bay and got some help from my Dolphin friends.
They have their own personalities, and that is a great way that we as trainers can get to learn and know them better. So a lot of our Dolphins, they really just enjoy that time working with their trainers and that personal relationship that we can build.
Then it was time for the Dolphins, Shadow, Schooner, Lico, and Merlin to make their Super Bowl selections. First option was the Chiefs. And it was a no for all four. Looks like these Dolphins are Eagles fans this time.
I'm going to go against what I think our Dolphins picked, and I'm going to go for Kansas City.
I know I've got my Dallas Cowboys jersey on, but I've really got to know, do the Dallas Cowboys have a chance to make the Super Bowl next year? Looks like it's going to be a long time, folks. The Dolphins are just some of the fascinating marine life at the aquarium, with more to come very soon.
This spring we have our Wildlife Rescue Center that is opening here at the aquarium, and we are very excited to see how we are able to help Texas wildlife.